Okay, so now we have this up in Photoshop. I just had the other video finished rendering, so I might upload that in a few, but I'm noticing, like, I didn't really notice it too much in the actual viewer, but my arms are just looking a little crazy. So we're going to probably mess with the shadows in that a bit more. Still trying to figure out how I want to angle this. Probably more like that. I've been really having fun with like super elongated top view shots where like if you're looking down, like looking from like the side view of at me, I look insane, but I really like how it looks like this. I think it looks really pretty. So we probably will be adding a lot of shadows around the arms, try and make it look a little bit like more slime is on the arms or something, or whatever you want to call a sludge, and see how that goes. So this is going to be a few different tips that I normally don't do. So this is going to be a lot of trial and error for me as well. I might erase a lot. We'll see. But first off, hit Control J or Command J if you are on an Apple, and we will begin. So I'm going to just do the basics first, where I just lighten. And since the light is obviously coming from the top view, that's where we are going to focus on it. I am still going to darken quite a bit as well. Things that normally like just shadow out a bit more and make it like more ominous almost. We'll see how that goes. But let's also hit another Control J, Control J, and let's see if I have any good brushes for this. I don't think I do, so we might have to go to good old DeviantArt and see if we have anything that we can use for personal and commercial use. And right away when we go to DeviantArt, I just typed in drip brushes, and already we see a ton. So you have a lot to choose from in case there's one that you like but you can't use. You have to pay for it, and if you want to pay for it, you can too. But you just also want to make sure that you can follow their terms of use. That's very important with anything Second Life, even including taking photos. Like if you want to use a background photo, make sure it's one you can use too. Commercial licenses, for those of you that don't want to credit, are here. Okay, so if I credit, I'm able to use it, it looks like. Providing credit to me somewhere. If used here on TA, feel free to credit me as Redhead stock. If you use them anywhere else, however, you must credit me as either as Obsidian Dawn or www.obsidiandawn.com. If you use these brushes or patterns, you must be able to credit me alongside their usage anywhere they're displayed. Okay, perfect. So I will save this link and make sure to credit them. So if you guys want to grab these brushes as well, you most certainly can. So let's download them. Oh, boo. I know I have an account, but it's like from when I was like 14. So let me see if I can remember it. Ah, I did it. I did it. Oh my gosh, I get all these notifications. At least it's nothing important, it doesn't look like. Okay, now let's download it. Allow. That's cool. It's also for GIMP as well. So if you don't use Photoshop and you want to use GIMP, you can most certainly use it for that. So I extracted the folders. I am now going to load brushes. I'm going to go to Quick Access. I think they're under Documents and Fonts and SS Dripping. And then they'll just be right there. So when you want to find them, right there. Awesome. That works perfectly. Now I'm sure there's probably a much easier way to do this than I do, but I'm going to rotate tool. I go to the rotate and then I have rotate tool R. I wonder if you could just do that with, yeah, so if you hit H, it'll take you to the normal one. R will take you to the rotate tool. And then I have my brush here. We have our new layer, and I am going to just have it at, for now, let's have it at normal just so we can see how it looks. And we have a new blank layer. And then I'm going to hit the left bracket sign several times to make it smaller. Make sure we have it at black. And I just want to see how this looks, because we might want to mess with it a little bit and maybe raise the opacity a little bit. Since we have it on this blank layer, it's a lot easier to tweak the whole image of it with too, instead of trying to blend it onto the body perfectly. We can just go over here, hit multiply, and that'll blend onto the layer underneath it. You can see a difference if you go to one that actually works for it. Okay. It doesn't help that I only used black. So let's continue going with this though. We can see what we can work with. Some of these are much larger, which is good. It's good to have a large brush. You can make it smaller and you won't lose quality. It's always a very good thing to have. That's cool. Some of them are also not super opaque too, so if you want to stack it on top and blend it full, you can. I'm honestly just being really messy right now because I'm going to wrap it around my arm. So we're just going to just kind of mess around. I think I have... see what we can do. Because again, I'm honestly just messing with this. Okay, so now I know that we're going to take our smudge tool. I would normally open up Liquify, but since this is on a blank layer, you wouldn't really see where you're trying to wrap. So I'm just taking the Liquify brush tool and moving things around to wrap them where I want. You don't want it to be perfect because, again, it is slimy sludge, and slimy sludge would not land perfectly on your body. If it did, I'd call aliens on that. Nice and messy, almost like a dress. And we're not worried too much yet on the fact that there's no shine compared to the rest of the body. We'll get to that soon. This is all trial and error, by the way, so if I sound like I know what I'm talking about, I don't know what I'm talking about at all. I don't know why I have a YouTube channel. It's so you guys can learn through my mistakes. That's why. I screw up a lot, so I can help you guys out by not screwing up how I screw up. That sounds good, right? That's a good answer. Okay. I don't need all of that. It's a little too much. But just do it how you like. I probably will erase all of this because I am very particular with how I do things so far. Like, it's just, you know, you're messing with it. I'm going to go in now, and I want to blur, or to burn crap out of my arm. I want to hide it using midtones for now. I wanted to do that anyways. Let's go to shadows. So I wanted it to look like I'm coming right from that dark. I don't want it to look like I'm just standing there on a platform like I am. Almost looks kind of pin-up-y to me, which is cool. Okay, and let's smudge this a little bit more now that we have it darker, so we have like a better idea of where we want it to be. You can probably even drag it all the way over too. That's like the benefit of having it on an empty blank layer. You can drag it without having any issue with the body above it, you know. Okay, now that we have this, we are going to go in with our dodge tool and go to shadows, and we're going to turn it up pretty high. This is so we can get like a base lighter tone of our shadows and slowly build up so we can add a whiter product to it. Which it looks like I did nothing at all, so let's keep going with it. I might just scrap this and instead go to brush, go to overlay, or color, probably going to do color dodge instead. I'm going to do color dodge, lower this extremely, and start again. I like how that didn't do anything on top of the black. Oh my gosh. This black refuses to budge. Let's do screen. That's a little better. So let's start another new layer. We can actually do this, and we can probably invert it. Let's go to gradient overlay, and now it's white. So now we can blend this into something. Give me a moment, guys. I'll figure this out. Again, trial and error. Don't judge me. I feel you judging me. You know what? Instead, let's give this a go. Delete. God damn you, delete. I'm going to go to blending options and see how it looks if we add... No, that looks bad. Ignore me. Not what I wanted. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to go in with a normal brush. We're going to go in, because I already forgot that I have it set at a style on there, unless I deleted it. But we're going to go to normal, and we're going to go to this color right here, and just start trying to draw in. It doesn't have to be pretty, it doesn't have to be perfect. It won't be pretty or perfect. It's literally just making some dots, because again, we're going to go back in and smudge them in. Very subtly, you don't have to go super extreme. Just kind of going in, moving them around to blend them into the black and kind of make them look like a shine. See, now it doesn't look like it's just a dot that you painted there. It looks a little bit more part of it, which is cool. It's cool. Let's do the same, but we'll go back to black. Oops, I accidentally hit reset. Didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Just going in some more and coloring. Just so there's an actual gradients to this, so it's not just straight up, not just straight up white lines. You want it to look like over here, you can see all these little mini dots and stuff too. You want to make sure it looks cohesive with that. So we can do that too. We can add some more dots, go through it, add, take away. Until you get that similar look, which I feel like we're getting pretty close to, which is awesome. As always, I don't recommend this if you are a blogger blogging a certain product, like if you're blogging a specific, like maybe tattoo that's like this or something. I don't really blog anymore. I just take photos for fun, or I do these videos, so I don't mind it too much. But if like designers might, you want to make sure you don't misrepresent the product. I think I say this every time, which is pretty much a disclaimer then. You just want to make sure that you hold to the project. They work hard on it. Don't change it up if you can't, if you don't have to. If you're just doing it for artistic purposes, go wild. Or maybe make a note saying, hey, I screwed with this. Just so y'all know. I'm not liking how I did that. So I'm just kind of undoing it. There we go. Much better. I'll probably go in and erase a little bit too. Yeah. Yeah, I think this looks pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with it. If you guys hate it, I don't care. I like it. It's fine. Okay, so when we're done with this and we're happy with how this looks, I am going to just hit right click and merge down, because this was just an empty layer. Like I made a clean slate layer. There's nothing on top of what we already edited. So there we go. We can go here. I wonder if we can do that from, yeah, if we hit H, we can go here and then, oh, I guess R. So we can reset view. And now we're back to this angle. So now I got to figure out what else I want to do, because I like it how it is. Which I guess that's a good thing if you don't want to touch it too much because you like how it looks. So for now, I am now hiding this hand because I hated how it looked as well. Adding a bit more shadows to the stuff that I felt like could have had more while I was drawing it on. Let's go into mid-tone and add a bit more lightness to some of the highlights. Ooh, why do I have it at 100? I guess I did that when I had it on screen. And now let's actually go with the layers because I like how this looks. Okay, so we are first going to go into Selective Color, my favorite thing to do, and we're going to go to Neutrals. We're going to mess with the colors and see how we like it. Maybe we don't want it that natural color that I started with. Maybe we want it to be a bit more sickly and green. Who knows? Maybe I want to be a mutant. That might be fun. Just kind of drag it along and see what colors you like. I'm also going to go in with the yellows because I feel like the yellows are pretty extreme right now. And just fine tune them a bit more to how I see fit. If it would actually drag. And reds. Okay, I kind of like how the red pops out though. But I do that in all my photos, so I feel like I go way too much with it. Yeah, I think that's good. You can always add a photo filter on top and make us go green. Yeah. And curves. And do the same thing as we did with the mixer, the selective photo, or selective color. And we can go in right up here with the RGB, go to red, fine tune it a bit more if we want. You don't have to. I want to. Oh my goodness. Those dogs, like, I'm just not used to big dogs playing. Like, that's them playing. I go out and check and freak out, like, thinking that they're hurting themselves. No, they're playing. I don't know if you hear it. Like, it has been my anxiety, though. I haven't had a big dog in years. Okay, I'm still going to go pause and check on them. Yep, they're just playing. Okay. My poor heart. Okay, yeah, no, I don't like this after all. Let's just delete it. In this. I like this, though. We'll mess with the brightness and contrast. Let's add a screen. Okay, I'll put this at the top. I have a blank layer. We're going to go to normal, go down to screen. And then I think I want to add a layer of color over it. Hi, Grace. She wouldn't let me edit for a while, so we play it again. Okay. So now that we have the screen, I am just simply going to go over here and drag to like a darker gray and hit paste. You have it at screen already, and now I might go with soft light instead. No, let's stay with screen for now, just because we're going to mess with this a little bit. We're going to erase a lot of it, and we're also going to add to a lot of it. No, I don't want to. Not with this photo. I'll do that another time. It's just on how to make your own overlays. You can do that without having to download some, but that will be for another video. Instead, I'm just going to wrap this up because I really like how this looks. I feel like if I keep going, I'm going to just screw it up. So we are just going to add a few more colors and be done. I'm going to add my multiply cheeks, maybe shoulders a bit too. And go in with dodge and just dodge a bit more. I wish you could see the fingers a bit more, like separation of them, but it's fine. You can kind of see it. They just kind of look like dots. You wouldn't really know that that's a hand there, but oh well. And there's like hands like completely wrapping around me, but oh well. Next time I'll do less depth of field so you can actually see that. Let's try to lighten this hair a bit though. Oh my goodness. Stressing me out. Okay, I raised the offset a bit with my contrast tool, my exposure tool. I like how much it brings out the green when you do that. It's kind of cool. And then I'm sorry, I just keep pausing. It's a little chaotic. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I went too far with the selective color now, so I'm going to tweak it a bit, and then I'll be done. I just feel like it's a little too, maybe it's the neutral tones that are too much. Let's go back in and see. No, it might be the yellows. Yeah, I think that's what the culprit is. Okay. I don't know, that's so intense though. Okay, final answer. Not messing with it anymore. So let's just add a bit more dodge. not going to mess with it anymore, so I'm going to add more stuff to it right now. That makes sense, Rachel. Cassie. I don't know why I keep saying the wrong name. I keep saying my real name. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I think it looks really cool. I'm going to hit Flickr, filter, sharpen, and then add some noise and be done with it. I want it to be kind of heavy on the noise because it is pretty simple. So let's do one more swipe of light. I keep on like moving I feel like my contrast on my screen isn't as accurate as it should be. Like I'll look on another screen and it won't be the same color. Let's see. I probably have to go in with settings, but it's fine. Yeah, I'm good with this. I'm leaving it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!